Back here again, eh?
You know me, mate. I like a good cup of tea.
Must be that same Jag guy.
If it is, mate, you better hold on to your cup of tea this time. Hold on. That doesn't sound like the same Jag. Bloody hell!
What the hell is that? Holy shit! Hey guys, welcome to MotorShare. I'm Joe.
And I'm Chris.
And today, we got another wild one. This is the Jaguar F-Type R.
The F-Type came onto the scene in 2013, designed to revive the spirit of the legendary E-Type.
And over the years, it's evolved from a sleek sports car to something a little more feral.
A supercharged V8 that sounds like an absolute beast.
Yep, the Type R model, it's the apex predator.
So, let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. When I think of the Jaguar brand, this is exactly what comes to mind. The detail that they've put into the F-Type is seriously impressive, and I'm going to walk you through some of the key and main details that make this thing what the brand actually is, a Jaguar. So, picture this, a Jaguar in the grass, ready to stalk its prey. It's going to be as low as possible, it's going to be sleek, it's going to be agile, it's going to have those big rear hind legs ready to pounce and release that power. Well, what I've described to you is right here. You have these big rear quarter panels with these large 295 wheels underneath, ready to release that power. You've got that sleek body. We've added a carbon fiber side skirt for that streamline effect. And as we move around to the front, there's some more key details that I want to point out to you guys. You can literally see the animal's eyes through the headlights. The hood vents are the nostrils, and the mouth is the front grille. And we've just added some more carbon fiber just to tie it all together. Another cool feature is this front hinged clamshell style bonnet. And if you look really closely, you might be able to see the cat's ears up there. And under the bonnet, specifically in the Type R, we have a 5-litre supercharged V8. Then we move on to this gorgeous rear end here, where these tail lights resemble a cat swipe, and these exhaust tips mimic the claws. Now let's see what Joseph's got to say about the interior.
Okay, boys and girls, let's have a look at the interior. So it's pretty undeniable when you hop in here. This is a sports car. You've got a fighter jet inspired cockpit where everything is faced toward the driver, including the instrument cluster, the infotainment system, and check this out, you've even got a grab handle for your passenger for when you plant it. Now, my favorite feature with the Type R are these seats. These sports seats look absolutely phenomenal. And they include this R badge on the headrest there embossed in it. It's consistent throughout the interior. You've got a nice R badge on the steering wheel and in the center console here, which is just a nice subtle touch having that all around. All right, now let's check out the center console, because this particular model is decked out with carbon fiber. You've got your 3 climate control dials right here in the middle. And this design, the entire interior design in general, has stayed consistent all the way up until the latest generation of Jaguar F-Types. Because I think they've gone with the do it once, do it right approach. Now this 2014 model actually had an outdated infotainment system. We've installed an aftermarket screen here in the middle. Super easy, super cool way to modernize your interior. A must do in my opinion. So we've got a full-sized Apple CarPlay, Android Auto system there. Now we're not shy of quality in here, to be honest. Growing up, I always thought Jaguars were a cheap sports car, but no, the interior is kept really quite well in here. So you've got this nice touch leather all throughout, and the red stitching, it just ties in all cohesively and looks really great. And then throw some carbon fiber in there, even better. Now another standout feature is this moonroof. So if you slide this open, you've got a full glass panel to stargaze. It's super nice and elegant. It feels very sexy in here when you're driving at night, and just adds another layer of luxury for the interior. And another cool party trick are the air vents. They'll actually pop up once you turn your climate controls on, and then drop themselves back down when you're not using them. Which, remembering, when this car came out in 2013, that would have been a very futuristic, cool feature. Everything is very accessible and easy to use. You've got all of your dynamic mode buttons here in the center console. You can switch between snow or wet driving conditions and dynamic mode. Your gear lever also has an additional sport mode, which you can flick over. That'll just liven up the transmission. My favorite button of all is opening the exhaust valves right here in the middle. This car is not shy of storage, and let's be honest, it definitely can't be a supercar because it has cup holders. Two right here in the middle, and you've actually got a big compartment space behind your headrest here as well. Big glove box with USB ports, AUX cable in there, and more storage in the doors, so it's a very usable car. And I think with that we can conclude the interior and exterior review, turn the key and get this puppy out on the road. Let's do it.
Right, let me tell you what guys, we are behind the wheel of the Jaguar F-Type R. Let me run you through some stats of the F-Type R because they are certainly impressive. We've got a 5-litre supercharged V8 up front there, 550 horsepower, roughly 500 foot-pounds of torque, like serious numbers for a car that literally weighs 1,700 kilos. It is really impressive.
Okay guys, if there's one thing I need to note about the Type R, is that it is a complete savage. Unbelievably, this feels like a real Jaguar. Picture this, you think you're super cool, you've gone out and you've bought an actual Jaguar as a pet. You can pretend you've tamed it, you can pretend you've domesticated this wild animal, but the truth is, it could turn on you on the flick of a switch. That's what this Type R is. This feels like a real Jaguar. It's unpredictable, it's powerful, but it's beautiful. Jaguars are beautiful cats.
I know I've said this a lot, but I absolutely have fallen in love with this car. It's not only how it looks, but this driving experience is absolutely wild. Like an untamed Jaguar, it is wild. 550 horsepower. That power does not come gently. Those hind legs behind me, they are aggressive. It pounces like that animal wanting to kill something, like it's stalking its prey. It pounces. Whenever you put your foot on this throttle, it moves. Listen to it. There's nothing better than listening to a Jaguar absolutely roar.
Oh, that is phenomenal. This Type R is a rear-wheel drive, so you've got try 600 horsepower getting planted on those rear wheels. My God, does it have no problem laying it down. So it's got that historical, clean, refined British design, but it does have the heart of an American muscle, and it drives like one too. Now, historically, I never used to have good things to say about the interiors of Jaguars. I always thought they kind of cheaped out. And while that might be the case with our Jaguar F-Type S, this Type R's interior is actually stood up really well. It feels quality. Not to mention the seats. These things look phenomenal and they feel great. Plenty of bolstering through the corners, which you need because, like an American muscle, this car is very weighty. You've got all that power, but you do have all that weight. It's not the most nimble vehicle in the world, but when you put your foot down, shit, is it a lot of fun. If you wanted something with the stats, but you weren't willing to spend the 6 digits, this is always a good option.
In terms of getting off the line, 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, it is roughly 4 seconds. So not the quickest car in the world off the line, but it's all about the experience, right? When you've got a car that is, you know, reasonably quick, 4 seconds to 100 is not slow by any means, but you've got that noise, you've got that G-force pushing you in the seat. This is what this car provides. It's the overall driving experience. It's raw, believe me, it is raw. You're not sticking to the road. This thing is absolutely mental being a rear-wheel drive car. The F-Type R comes also in an all-wheel drive. In my opinion, don't worry about the all-wheel drive. Get the rear-wheel drive, you'll definitely have a lot of fun.
Through corners, it's got all this weight to it. The suspension's quite spongy. Oh, and you definitely don't want to get on the power too early because it will light up the rear end. Yeah, handling's not this car's strong point. Even the brakes, for the amount of power it's laying down, I feel like this car probably does need bigger brakes. It still blows me away the amount of instant raw surge of torque you get when you plant your foot down. I mean, it's intimidating, but there's a real sense of exhilaration in your chest. Very emotional car to drive. It's raw, it's aggressive, it's what a supercharged V8 should be.
It's fitted with an 8-speed quick shift transmission, and you do have these pedals. This particular model, we've fitted some carbon fiber pedals to it, some aftermarket carbon fiber pedals, and they look really, really good. For me, I think the experience is actually using the gear shifter here. Throw it over into the sport mode and literally just pull it back to go up and throw it forward to go down a gear. I feel like you have a lot more control over the car and sort of just provides you with a better overall experience. You know, you've got one hand on the wheel, you've got one hand on the shifter, you're throwing it through a corner, the rear end wants to let go constantly, and you know, you just knock it up a gear or drop it down a gear and keep yourself in that wild ride.
Look, if you want refinement, there are more calmer cars. If you want an experience, they get your pulse racing. Every single time you push that button, this is it. It's definitely not surgical like a Porsche, but sometimes you just want to drive something with a bit of dog in it. Or in this case, a cat.
If we're talking about a car that can really do everything, then, you know, I wouldn't look past the F-Type R specifically. You've got that power, you've got that sound that every car junkie is looking for, but then you've also got that sleek look. This thing, the street presence, the road presence that it has is unbelievable. It is a gorgeous car, and the British do make good cars. They do make good looking cars. And I think that's one thing they've done absolutely superbly with the F-Type is, again, it not only looks phenomenal, but it performs and gives you an unrivaled driving experience. It is such a shame that they're going to be no longer making these types of cars, and that really kind of depresses me. It should depress the car community because this is what a Jaguar should be, you know? And I know we're moving into an age where we have all these electric cars, but nah, like, this is what people want. People don't want that electric crap, you know? We want this experience. Like, this is what puts a smile on your face. I don't care for an iPad in the center console. I care about actually putting my foot down, hearing this thing go absolutely wild, and putting a smile on my face. Like, this naturally puts a smile on my face. I can't just take my Tesla out and enjoy these back windy roads. It doesn't hit the same, you know? I don't want no artificial sound. I want that.
So here's the thing, this may just be the last of its kind. Jaguar's future is electric, refined, efficient, silent, and this thing, it's anything but. Because the Jaguar F-Type R, it's not just a car, it's the heartbeat of a brand on the edge of extinction.